Hey yo, what's up, my brothers and sisters? Y'all know who it is. It's your brother, man, the Hurricane, Universal Being. Had a build a few days ago in a group that I'm connected to, man. News Network. Hey, man, salutes to all the brothers and sisters in that group, man. They be building, man, a whole lot. And we was doing one build where I was trying to break down one of my songs that I made, and it's called "From the Darkness to the Light." And I was trying to let them know what I meant by that. You see what I'm saying? As far as because I'm not a believer in religions and all that kind of stuff, but I try to go off of nature, what I see. You see what I'm saying, and try to match it up. You see what I'm saying, with what I think. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like syncretism, if you want to call it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a few brothers that I follow that sync up, you know what I'm saying, natural phenomena with what we experience and certain things that they put in these books. I try to make sense of it all, you know what I'm saying, based off of what the reality that we experience. You understand? And how I look at the darkness and the light, I literally look at it as being two polarized energies. You understand? Which in my mind is like more of a feminine and masculine, okay? But just the energies, all right? We're not talking about physical people and, animals or what have you. Let's just start with the energy, all right? And how I feel like the darkness and the light, it's like darkness being the feminine, light being the male or the masculine. And I'm not talking about good or bad yet, because that don't, to me, that is determined by when we become flesh. You understand? And then we're able to express ourselves, you see what I'm saying, whether in a positive or negative light. So as of right now, we're just talking about neutral energies, neutral dual energies, all right, that to me come together as one to create more and create many. Like the great divine is like the great divide, because once they split off and multiply, you see what I'm saying, they expand basically. And I think that that's the whole, from the darkness to the light is literally from what we would call the porthole or the wormhole, or basically Mother Nature, you understand, being the conceiver, okay, as in conception, and then man being the planter, or the masculine energy being the planter, which plants the seed within the soil, Mother Nature, okay, and then from then you get life or creation. So to me, I look at both of them being the creators. That's why sometimes when I make posts, I'll put the creators, but I'll put the S in apostrophes or whatever to let it be known. I mean, in parentheses. I'm sorry. I put the S in parentheses to let it be known that you can call it a creator as in singular, but to me it's also a paradox within itself, because it's the dual as well. It's only the creator singular, if you want to say. It's only that before they split off, or before, you see what I'm saying, the before the manifestation becomes. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like they're both one until they both split off or spread outward, but then they come back together. It's like I wish I could do, I'm holding my phone right now, but it's kind of like, coming inward both with each other to make more, to spread outward. It's kind of like the daggone dropping the pebble in the daggone waters. You see what I'm saying? And then the ripple coming outward. Waters being the feminine energy, the pebble dropping being the masculine energy. You see what I'm saying? And that continues, and it just keeps on cycling. You see what I'm saying? So from the darkness, okay, to the light, I specify by saying that's thought and idea, and look at it as being thought from darkness. Because remember, if you think of something, what's first? It's complete darkness first. You see what I'm saying? Complete darkness. You have to have a canvas, you understand, to be able to shine a light upon. Because how would you even see the light? The light would be blinding, just like the darkness. The darkness is blinding without the light. So neither one can go without the other. You understand? But they both need each other to be expressed. You see what I'm saying? So from the darkness, thought, you know what I'm saying? And then the light being idea, that's the light bulb. That's why they always give us that daggone light bulb above our head when we think of something, and then we aha. The aha moment is the light. The pondering moment, as in the that's the darkness. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I don't believe in the whole creation stories and all this kind of stuff. Because if you think about any kind of creation story, it's going to say, okay, in the beginning, yada, yada, yada. They messed up right there. Because for us to call God you know, these gods or whatever, to call them eternal, which is basically infinity. You see what I'm saying? How can you put a beginning on infinity? Because that's basically what all these books do. In the beginning, you can't even say that, because how is there a beginning to infinity? You understand? To me, this always was and always will be through thought, because the first thing you do is what? You think. And thought is infinite. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to make the trees and this and that first. I don't have to bring dirt up to make man or whatever. I can just, boom, conceive it. I can just think it and it'll be. You see what I'm saying? So what if this is all a big thought that we are within, and the ideas is the cars, the trees, the people. This is the idea, the light being expressed through the darkness. You understand? Just like a daggone projector and a canvas. You see what I'm saying? You got the daggone movie screen, and you got the projector pushing the movie. The projector being what? Masculine. The light being beamed, and then what it's going to bounce off of. It has to have something to bounce off of, which would be the feminine. You see what I'm saying? The canvas. And then it keeps on going. The effect keeps on going, because the more that is shined, the more that can be expressed, because it's going to keep on filtering outward and covering that darkness. You see what I'm saying? And that darkness would then cover itself, so that you can experience what's being projected. You know what I'm saying? I hope I didn't get, mixed up with y'all. But what I'm trying to say is, from the darkness to the light is basically thought and idea, feminine, masculine. You see what I'm saying? And then it ain't nothing but light being projected through these different dark portals or wormholes to be expressed on the other side as creation. You see what I'm saying? Manifestation, what have you, what we see out here. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at you. I'm going to go ahead and keep on breaking down more of my music, because I feel like some things get overlooked, and some people may think that I'm religious, or that I'm speaking of, a whole God thing. No. I'm tired of just saying God, God, God. There is God and Goddess. All right? There is no Holy Trinity without the masculine, feminine, and what? The child. You understand? What comes out of the conception. What comes from the thought and then the idea. What comes from the two. Creation itself, which would be child. We're going to continue this, y'all. I just want to go ahead and put that out there, all right? Peace, love, and light, my brothers and sisters. Allah.